Joel Embiid. This is just coming across the wire. He has been downgraded to doubtful tonight.
Ooh.
Illness.
Oh, yeah.
Illness.
That's that poppy steak for a whole weekend. That's that illness, dude.
What, pray tell, could make Joel Embiid ill a week in Miami?
Alcohol poisoning?
Very interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
So the 70s, I don't believe they have Tyrese Maxey today either. So it looks like it's going to be Paul George and them boys against the Heat, which have to wonder. I wonder if that's going to make the Heat, if that's going to affect any of their decisions with Jimmy tonight or what that's going to do. You know, who knows? But we will find out. But Joel Embiid, very much seeming like he is out tonight. He is listed as doubtful with an illness tonight. No Joel Embiid. Jimmy Butler? I mean, it's probably, but we don't know.
You mean the American Nico?
Oh, dude. What? This is adorable.
Something's going on there.
Well,
there's a bromance brewing.
It's been brewing.
Been there.
This is what we know. Like, Jimmy's had Nikola Jokic's picture in his locker. Remember, he traveled to a G League game for him.
Yep.
He has him dine with him on the road. And so Nico, the Heat lost last night, but on Friday night, that was a good game. And Nikola Jokic, dude, with the mask, the Zorro mask.
Yeah, that mask a little bit pointier than I remember.
You know what? I'm tired of everybody having to point out what his nose looks like. His nose is his nose.
All right.
His nose is his nose.
Rip Hamilton's mask would never.
He's just right. You know what? People have different faces.
Okay.
People have different faces, Frog Boy. We don't have to point out that the beak looks a little beaky.
Just a little beaky on that one. Space when Jimmy Butler was wearing that.
Jimmy Butler supported him by wearing the mask the entirety of the game on the bench. And Nico, do you have this? Nico was asked about it afterwards, Leroy, and here's what Nikola Jokic had to say. You need a couple minutes here, Froggy?
I do. Sorry.
I thought when you brought it up, yes. I thought that you found the clip.
No, that's my fault. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's in Daily Sound. It's in Daily Sound.
No problem. 30 seconds minimum.
But did you see that, Leroy? Did you see? And by the way, it was good to see that game on Friday. The best thing to see was Bam. Bam had the game was kind of slipping, little momentum because Kevin Love came out and he did this thing where he scored 15 points in 3 minutes. It was crazy.
That's my favorite thing to do.
I was like, what is this? He couldn't miss. There are times where Kevin Love, like, he generally just makes it 2010. And he's just like, guess what? I'm going to be 2010 Kevin Love for like 8 minutes.
Oh,
and
yeah. And this is what I mean about Calais Campbell. Kevin Love can come in and give you 8 of the best minutes you've ever seen, and you start thinking, and then he gets to 9 minutes, and you're like, okay.
No, that's not Calais Campbell, though. That's not Calais Campbell. I don't like what you're doing. Now you're
he plays a limited amount of plays. Do you realize that, right?
I understand, but his play in those limited amount of plays, he leads the team in all negative defensive plays, like tackles for loss, sacks, forced fumbles, pass deflections. You're telling me he's doing that in a limited amount of plays, which would make it even more impressive.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Anyway, Kevin Love, they got the lead up to like 22, right? And then Rick Carlisle, he pulled all his starters. He was embarrassed by them, which he kind of knew that they were going to come out with a lot more energy yesterday. But in that Friday night game, so then they bring in the scrubs, and the scrubs start making a comeback. Thankfully, Bam Adebayo, he said, enough of this bleep, and he actually started making jump shots. And he was
couple threes.
He was peacocking, dude. It was great to see. Much needed for Bam Adebayo. But Nico also had a tremendous game. And afterwards, he was asked about Jimmy Butler being a big, fat copycat. Here's what was said to the reporter.
Having all these fans around, me, and he just trying to be cool. That's it, yeah. Not much more than that.
So you are the Serbian Jimmy Butler?
Or he's American me. What was it like to see Jimmy wearing a mask on the bench?
He's American Nico. I mean, first of all, the first question was just ridiculous.
Why?
So you're Serbian Jimmy Butler?
That's a great question.
That's a good question.
It's a great question.
Ask a question with another question. No, he's Serbian Nico.
It's great. It's a point for Nico.
Yeah.
Miami Heat, they are back on the hardwood tonight, 7:30 against the Philadelphia 76ers. They finished their road trip 2-4. Jimmy Butler think that he's going to be back tonight. He was supposed to be back yesterday, but they did have a back-to-back, so thought is that he will be back tonight. They'll be wearing their City Edition uniforms tonight, debut of the Blood Red. So get a look. I'll be boots on the ground for that.
What was that? What was that reaction, Leroy? What was that reaction to that, huh?
Like we're used to seeing, more in their jersey.
Pizzazz.
Yeah,
Maybe they look better in person.
Huh?
Maybe they look better in person. I don't know.
No, because even the ones that look plain, like they would explain the detail of the uniforms, and then they made it really cool.
Well, it's the same as last year. It's just red instead of black.
Right.
I just liked the black last year better. I like the way it looked better.
Basketball is the opposite of football.
You were at the Heat store?
Yeah, I was yesterday.
I saw I saw a fan who was wearing it already. And they were
at the Pace.
They were in there, but they were in Indiana.
Oh wow!
Yeah, very impressive.
Wow,
very impressive.
Yeah.
But there are people who will collect every jersey, no matter what.
For sure. Remember that yellow jersey from a few?
No, I'd prefer not to.
Okay, it's a good time.
Looks like old Cavs jersey.
I prefer not to.
All right.
Hey, I love you guys.
Okay.
But I got a little too cute with those trophy golds. All right, that's the end of my talk.
I love how you address Kaseya Center as you're like looking in the direction.
I just want to make sure they hear me.
For sure.
I know, I know I'm on a microphone in the radio, but just personally, I just want them to know. Just so I'm clear. All right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You're gonna open the window now. Really nice of you, guy. That direction over there.
All I'm saying is, we got a little too cute with the trophy golds. That's it.
Close the window now. Perfect. Great. Closing the window plex.
Say it to my face. Like he said. I was looking right at you when I said it.
But the Heat, Joel Embiid looks like he's not going to play tonight. Sick. Sick. He's not going to play.
Sick of what? Losing?
I get. Well, they have a rough record. I mean, you think the Heat have a rough record at 5-7, 2-10.
Oh,
sheesh.
Paul George is like, I made the right choice.
Woo. Woof. Jaime Jaquez sprained his ankle yesterday because that damn intangible TJ McConnell was in his way.
Damn it.
So he stepped on TJ. I gotta hate TJ McConnell. I mean, he's just all over the place.
Yeah, I think he's in the lead right now as far as Heat killers that I'm most scared of.
Oh yeah,
I think it's TJ
McConnell, he just kills you with floaters and runners. Yeah. Has no interest as an intangible in shooting threes.
I even saw him get a rebound. I'm like, how does that even happen?
Oh yeah, he got that he just McConnelled us so hard.
Did you see the one shot where the guy almost shot it off the shot clock and it went in?
Yes.
No, I'm like, how did that go in?
Halliburton, it didn't hit a shot all night except for the two biggest threes because Duncan brought them all the way back 97-97. Then Halliburton off the scramble hits the three, gives them back the lead. I'm like, oh man, not our night. Cats, they shut out the Winnipeg Jets 5-0 on Saturday night. Sergei Bobrovsky's 27 saves. They are back in Winnipeg tomorrow at 8:00. Love the Cats.
Lose a peg.
Yep. Goose egg a peg.
Oh, pretty good.
Last time we talked about this, Leroy, though, we were talking in that segment and you were gone and I accidentally had an oopsie daisy on the air.
Leroy.
You 2 for 2. You had one.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Crazy. Getting crazy. He was talking about.
I didn't even curse with the raccoon story.
You know what? And
I
appreciate that.
Hey,
you're a professional.
No. I walked around the front of my car, and that thing stood up on its hind legs, and my inner self said, "That's not a cat."
Nice raccoon.
No, you ain't even have to say nothing. Like,
Just got out
I
of there.
went from protection of the animal to if he dies, he dies. Like, I was going.
We wiped that off the record, though, right, Frog Boy?
Oh yeah, no. There's no way that I wanted to keep you. No, I got it right here.
What? It's enough to drive you bat bleep crazy.
I'm
sorry. I apologize.
What
I apologize.
Are you
What's
even
going on with me lately? I apologize. Did you get that?
I got it.
You know what? I've been very
It's enough
to just drive you bat. Why am I so unprofessional?
But wait, my question is, you almost said it twice.
I know. Well,
you almost followed
whenever I do that, my instinct is immediately to look for the dumb button that we no longer have. Because I go back to our 790 The Ticket studio days. We had 900 dumb buttons. They were all.
Oh yeah, everybody had a dumb button.
I'm just.
You remember when remember Stugatz and they used to play chicken with it?
Oh yeah.
That is, to me, it's like you stumbled and then you must have been just so infuriated by Indiana.
I cannot tell you I cannot stress this enough. Okay, professionally, not personally, but professionally, the worst 3 days of my life. I hate that city.
All right.
I hate that city. Did you see that the Heat went to go to a Hoosiers game over the weekend?
Oh, really?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Jaime, Duncan, Thomas Bryant, and Kel'el Ware, who sort of didn't play yesterday, by the way, when it was like 60-20 in pain points. That was a great move, by the way. Now, why'd you gonna play him, Spo?
Okay.
It's
All
his
right.
city. You know, he's got a homecoming going. You can't play him a few minutes. I mean, Miles Turner's sitting here. He's dunking on everybody left and right. You don't think we could just trot Kel'el out there for? And he goes, "Oh, well, they played a small lineup." Could have fooled me, dude. That was a small lineup because all I saw was Siakam and Miles Turner 2-on-1 and Bam on a bio. And he's probably like, "Can I have a center?"
I don't. The some of the times the explanations of why he doesn't play people, because it was clear that they were bigger than the Heat, and size would have maybe created more of a deterrent, right?
It's like Spo just like gives him the Marcos, like, right? He just looks at Kel'el. Kel'el's like watching all the pain points, about to take off his wing.
Like,
Coach, I can really contribute.
Coach, I can block
And
the
then-
rim, dude.
and here's what I would also say, and I'm curious to what you guys think. It's more important to get a young guy some consistent run so he can grow,
Right.
versus playing him and then not playing him for 2 games and then playing him a game, and then like that makes it even harder on a young player.
Here's the thing that infuriates me, though, right? Here's the thing that really made me mad about it. All right, and I love Spo, but you know what? You lost us a game on the road trip, so you deserve it. Woohoo! Yeah, this guy had the audacity to come out here and be like, Nico played some minutes at the 5. Oh, really? That's all of a sudden Nico's your backup center, huh? All of a sudden you want Nikola Jokic to be your backup 5. Well, where the hell was that, Eric Spoelstra? Get Kel'el Ware out on that court. I want to play at least 12 minutes a night. No excuses.
Just at least tell him go in there and use his 6 fouls.
Yeah.
Just hack
go.
some stuff.
Just go make it happen. And then he's like, oh, this was another thing. This Haywood Highsmith, yes, he was building a brick house yesterday, but at least he gets stops, okay? And that game yesterday, infuriating because you knew who was getting the buckets. It was Duncan, it was Bam, it was Tyler, okay? Those 3 guys were lighting it up. The rest of these guys put out the 2 best defensive guys you got, and somebody stop DJ McConnell. Nope. Let's have Terry Rozier out there. What?
Josh Richardson.
I was very confused by it. Very confused by Eric Spoelstra's road trip.
Not a good road trip for the coach.
Not a good road trip for the coach. Not a good road trip.
And I think all that traveling, they still got to play 3 games in 4 nights. That's
What is
crazy.
the schedule?
Huh?
And then I was sitting here. Leroy, this was crazy. Look at the pain point differences in yesterday's game.
Yeah, I don't have to. I saw the game.
62 to 80 to 62 to 28.
What?
62 to 28 in paint points.
At
It's like,
first, it was
it was like layup line.
Is that triple? Did
Nah.
they triple them?
Spo, 62 paint points, tallest guy in the court. Shut up, Chris Quinn. Who's the Hall of Famer? Chris Quinn's like, I didn't lose us a game.
Hey, listen, if I was his close friend, he would never live that down for me. He would never live that down.
Hey, Spo, you think we should take a personal time out and play the tall guy?
Okay.
A real cute Wayne Ellington. You think you're going to make smart comments at me? Ridiculous.
Honestly, though, this would extend to like Thanksgiving. If I was like his kid and he's like, you're going to go on timeout. I'm like, I don't know if we have any more of those, coach.
You have the little Spo's giving him sass.
I don't know, Papa. Don't know if you have any more.
I'd like to have a coach's challenge.
Could you imagine?
Technical foul.
Now I got a free throw and the ball. And with the ball, I would say, you go in the corner. You take a timeout.
Oh, man.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine that? Like, you say timeout. You don't have any more.
Don't have any more. They're technical.
For sass. Take a break. Back after this. And there was two of them. One was living in my grill because at one time I put on the igniter, ran out with his little rat ass
did it
on
scare
fire.
you?
Yeah.
What?